Hello groupies, welcome back to Form of Therapy. This is the Culture Study. You can call me PD. I am the channel's video producer, and on the Culture Study, I use my time and experience in filmmaking and production to sort of react and review to the wonderful music videos and other types of productions coming out of the East. And today we are checking out Bullet to the Heart by Jackson Wang. Jackson Wang, obviously of GOT7 fame, carving out his own path as a solo artist. Now, primarily, Jackson made Chinese-focused and China promotional-focused songs and music videos. But from what I've been told, Bullet to the Heart is the lead single off of his upcoming album, which is going to be the debut of Jackson Wang as a global artist. That sounds interesting to me. Now, Bullet to the Heart is going to have to be pretty good to make an impact as a global artist, so we're going to be seeing what Jackson's endeavor is going to be like this time, because Jackson has made some fantastic music videos, but those were aimed for the Chinese market. Aiming for the global market is going to be a little bit different. Now, before we check out this video, of course, as always, this video is brought to you by our Patreon. If you would like to support us, patreon.com/formatherapy. We are making new short films every other month. If you would like to support that endeavor, please hit us up on Patreon. Support us however you can. We have different level tiers. You get early access to reaction videos, drama club reactions, variety show reactions, all sorts of good stuff on Patreon. So go ahead and check that out. But let's watch this video. This is Bullet to the Heart by Jackson Wang, and this is your form of therapy.
Devil in a black dress, they must have kicked you out of heaven. I wish I knew you were an actress. I fell in love with your impression. 'Cause now I'm staring out a barrel.
Whoa.
You got my life in your hands now. You wanna hit me with an arrow. 6 seconds till it's man down. Left a load of fire on your target, you marked it. I'm the one you chosen to hit, I'm your victim. Finger on the trigger, I know it's too late to be saved. Bullet to the heart, bullet to the heart. I fell for a stranger, we're running the chamber. Who left me for dead and with a scar on my heart. Bullet to the heart, bullet to the heart. You're so reckless, leaving me breathless. You go to my head and leave me alone in the dark. Bullet to the heart.
Whoa.
Bullet to the heart.
Oh my god, this is fascinating.
Assassin, you spin me round like a revolver. A dozen roses on my casket. I thought we'd end up at the altar. And now you got me going on. Blowing kisses to my tombstone. No, you already found another. Wish I could tell them all that I know. Left a load of fire on your target, you marked it. I'm the one you chosen to hit, I'm your victim. Finger on the trigger, I know it's too late to be saved. Bullet to the heart.
Whoa.
I fell for a stranger, we're running the chamber. Who left me for dead and with a scar on my heart. Bullet to the heart, bullet to the heart. You're so reckless, leaving me breathless. You go to my head and leave me alone in the dark. Bullet to the heart, bullet to the heart, bullet to the heart.
It's not over, right? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. How is this only... Jackson Wang, how dare you? How dare you? This is a fascinating music video. I was intrigued the entire time. I mean, it pretty much all takes place in only one set, and it is perhaps one of the most engaging videos I've seen this year. And it's only 2 minutes and 40 seconds long. It's a fascinating song too. Wow. Okay. There's a lot of commentary I actually have for this, and we're going to be getting into that, but I do want to watch this again because this thing was only like 2 minutes and 40 seconds long. That is nearly not enough time to watch and appreciate Jackson. So let's check it out again. All right, second run through. Can be a little bit more lax. We know what to expect, so providing a little bit more commentary. Or any.
Devil in a black dress. They must have kicked you out of heaven.
Interesting. Hold on. Let's start this over again. I think I just noticed something. Okay, so notice how the hue is a little... It's not pure white. It's a little yellow, right?
Devil in a black dress.
So...
They must have kicked.
When she appears, the lighting actually goes dark. So it's flickering, right? It's hinting at her coming. And then when she comes, she sort of takes the light out of the room. So the room is a little bit darker. If you end the video, at the end, it's just bright white lights. It's a little bit hued towards the yellow spectrum. But that's fascinating. Already, I'm like, imagine she's like a freaking Dementor just coming in and just pulling the light out of the room. Fascinating. Just like a small little thing.
I wish you knew you were an actress. I fell in love with your impression. 'Cause now I'm staring out a barrel.
That's such a cool shot.
You wanna hit me with an arrow. 6 seconds till it's man down. Have to load a sight on your target. You marked it.
That's so cool. So when she lifts him up, you see like the air blowing like his hair.
Bullet to the heart. Bullet to the heart. I fell for a stranger. We're running a chamber. We're ready for dead and where to scar my heart.
And then during the chorus, the lighting changes into something a little bit more dramatic.
So reckless, leaving me breathless. You go to my head and leave me alone in the dark.
And then it switches back to switches back to the quote-unquote normal lighting.
Elegant assassin. You spin me around like a revolver. A dozen roses on my casket. I thought we'd end up at the altar. And now you got me going on. Blowing kisses to my tombstone.
I love what they did with her hands. Like, it has this sort of decaying, like, oh my god, like the coloring on it looks so cool.
I'm the one you chosen to hit. I'm your victim. Finger on the trigger. I know it's too late to be saved. Bullet to the heart.
Oh, I love this. I love how he's just enveloped in darkness. So they pulled him into her skirt, like, or her dress as he was sliding. And then this chorus part, he's actually just like enveloped in the darkness. That's so cool.
You're so reckless, leaving me breathless. You go to my head and leave me alone in the dark. Bullet to the heart. Bullet to the heart. Bullet to the heart.
And then it's over. See, notice how this lighting is drastically different from the rest of the video. That is such a cool video with such limited production space, limited sets, one set, honestly, and yet it's fascinating. One of my favorite videos I've seen. Oh, man, where do I start? There are so many different thoughts I have about this. Okay, I think I'll go through the production first before we talk about Jackson and his sort of attempt at a global debut. So, a couple things about the production that I really like. As I said, I really liked the switch in the lighting from the reality to when the darkness actually comes to visit. And the lighting throughout the music video, what I really like is it's like this dramatic overhead or backlight. And it has a sort of performance aspect to it, especially when the second chorus comes in and he's enveloped in the darkness. It's much more dramatic lighting, very cinematic lighting. It kind of feels a lot like performance art, and a lot of this feels like performance art. Mind you, he's not dancing as much as like sort of like interpretive dance, but I feel like a lot of this feels artistic because of that sort of dramatic lighting. And another thing I actually like is that the portrayal of this darkness, I'm just going to refer to her as the darkness or whatever she portrays and conveys in this music video. I love what they did with the hands. We talked about that. It sort of has like this ombre effect where the blackness is sort of decaying from the fingers. That's really cool. But one little quirk I liked is that she has this sort of force of nature type of vibe to her. And then they portray it by showing her scenes. It's always windy. They've got a fan blowing on her constantly. So there's not a singular shot where she's just still. In every single shot, her cape, her outfit is always billowing in the wind. So she always comes off as this incredible force of nature, this darkness that's constantly moving, weaving and webbing. Jackson, he is particularly still until she influences him or catches him. Then you see actually the wind affecting him, or even when he's pulled into her orbit, that part, he's just like covered, and you see the wind from her affecting him as well. That was just like a small little quirk I really liked. It was such a cool way to make her a lot more intimidating. I don't think that it would have come across as powerful if the wind had not been on her the entire time, if she was just like the shadowy figure with just these drapes hanging down. That was really cool. And another aspect I really liked is how simple it is. He's restricted, he's bound to this sort of white padded room, which always has like this indication of being like a mental institution or something of the like. And he's restricted to this one set, and they create such a powerful video. That is awesome. Now, for the song itself, it is way too short. Jackson, that is my one critique. Jackson, this song could be like 5 minutes long and I would not complain, because I could listen to Jackson Wang sing forever. Jackson Wang has a very interesting voice. He has such a interesting color to his voice that makes him really stand out as an artist, and that's definitely going to play heavily in his favor when he makes this global debut. But I've always particularly liked his singing voice. Jackson is a rapper, and his rapping is fantastic, one of my favorites. But I love it when rappers who have just distinct colors in their voices can sing. And most of the song here is actually focused on Jackson's vocals and his singing. The instrumental, the production of the song is actually fairly simple. It's not an overly complicated song production, so it's completely driven by his vocals. That's a very interesting thing to start with as a lead single for a global debut, putting the focus just straight on his voice. And I think that helps as well, because again, I think he has a very unique voice, so I think a lot of people will be attracted to that. And so the thing is, his voice has this scratchy tone to it. When you sing, or when he sings, it adds such an emotional, angsty nature to it that I really dig. I think Jackson Wang as a singer is such an awesome combination with his rapping. I'm really looking forward to the album then, because if this is the type of music that we're getting on this album, I think it's going to be amazing. And mind you, this was all in English too, which honestly, it sounded pretty good. I think Jackson has a pretty solid shot at this global debut. There's not a lot of K-pop artists and Korean artists or Asian artists in general that are in the perfect position to do so. Jackson has a really strong fan base, and he has a really strong, solid connection to all of the countries that he promotes. And he speaks fluent Korean, he speaks fluent Chinese, he speaks fluent English. He's sort of like a triple threat in terms of the countries that he promotes in. Going for a global debut is, mind you, an extremely challenging, very huge endeavor to embark on. But I think Jackson, if this is the type of quality that he's going to put out, because I think this music video is on another level compared to some of the previous Jackson Wang music videos. Mind you, Team Wang does a fantastic job at producing their music videos. Some of their music videos are better than others, and some of them are just downright gorgeous. But the one thing that sets itself apart, bullet to the heart, what makes it special is that this music video is art. It's more than just about visual aesthetics. It is emotion invoking. It is artistic. It is soulful. And that is the kind of thing that will help you get noticed. And I think Jackson is doing a great job of that. I think the song, especially the instrumental, is kind of simple and minimalistic enough. It sounds like it could be honestly like a Shawn Mendes, Charlie Puth type of instrumental. Honestly, American pop music has become rather formulaic these days. But the thing that sets this apart is Jackson Wang and his voice, his vocals. Like, even with American pop, the singers, you know, they all kind of sing the same. For me, like the Troye Sivan, Shawn Mendes, and Charlie Puths of the world, they all sing in a very relatively similar way. There's almost a trend to the way these singers sing as well. And so I think Jackson Wang is a breath of fresh air, and I think he has a really good shot of making this work. So good luck to Jackson. Hey guys, thanks for watching this episode of the Culture Study. I hope you learned something today. Let me know what you thought about Jackson Wang's song, Bullet to the Heart. Let me know in the comments down below. Let's have a conversation. Also, if you enjoyed this video and you want to support us, patreon.com/formatherapy is the best way. For as little as $2 a month, you get early access to videos like this and more. If you want, at different level tiers, we have live stage reactions, drama club reactions, J-pop reactions. All the good stuff is on Patreon. However, supporting us monetarily is completely optional. If you would like to support us for free, go ahead and click like down below right there. It helps us out a lot. Go ahead and hit subscribe, be notified when we upload a new video, and check out this playlist of all our other videos over here.